Welcome back to the show. Now that we've learned a little bit more about drone promotions, we're going to be talking about these two little babies in front of us, if I can call them so. Lloyd, let's start with this one. What can you tell me about it?
So this is our mid-size drone.
Okay.
It flies a GoPro 4, which offers 4K video. It's made by Ghost. They're a new company based out of China and California.
Okay.
Right now we're beta testing this drone, so it's not available to the public yet, but you can pre-order it on their Indigo campaign.
Okay. What do you mean by beta testing it?
Beta testing means that we are flying it non-commercially, just kind of for fun, checking it out, reporting any issues we have so they can improve it for when it goes out to the masses.
So what would a drone like this cost?
So this drone on their Indigo campaign costs about $600 for the drone and the gimbal. However, if you want it with the GoPro, if you don't have one already, it's about $950.
Okay.
And what makes this drone really cool and interesting is that it's flown entirely off a cell phone using their app. So you pilot it, take off, and set courses through your phone. Your phone then relays it back to this through Bluetooth, and this then sends the radio signals to the drone.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. I didn't know even you could do some stuff like that. So in terms of specifics, how high does this thing fly? How far can it go? What's the battery life?
Yeah, so it's got about 1,000 meters, or I don't know my meters.
A kilometer, roughly.
It goes pretty darn far from this box. It can go quite high, but we never fly above 400 feet for safety reasons.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. Now, we've talked a little bit about this big one, but I tend to like this small one. It looks pretty cool. What can you tell me about this one?
Yeah, so as kind of drones started out, they were a hobbyist sport.
Yeah.
And this is a hobbyist drone.
Okay.
So no camera on this little guy, unfortunately, but it's a totally fun toy to play with. It can do flips, spirals, all sorts of things. It's relatively small, so it only can last for about 3 to 4 minutes, and it's meant to be flown indoors.
All right, awesome. Can I try to fly this thing?
Yeah, let's go ahead and
chuck
give it a
somewhere?
little test. Yeah,
all right, let's do it. Am I good?
Let's
all right,
go.
Let's try it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, look at that. Well, it looked like it crashed in studio. Sorry about that. Maybe the battery life is down, but
it's just a fun little toy.
That's fine. It's okay. Now we're going in. We've got these two. We've learned a little bit more about these two, but you have another big one coming in, and that's the most interesting one. It's the DJI Inspire, right? Is that it?
Yeah, so it's the top-of-the-line copter from DJI that they just released. It hasn't even shipped yet, unfortunately. It was supposed to be here, but due to some complication errors, it's not quite out. But this drone is amazing. And because of that, it is actually a transformer. And what I mean by that is that when it takes off, the legs are on the ground and the camera is up above. And then when it's in the air, it transforms and the wings go up above the top, which allows for 360-degree camera movement, which is kind of revolutionary. You also can fully control the camera, the gimbal movements, everything from an app that's connected to the controller. So this will be our full production drone.
Okay, and you'll be able to start using it when?
We hope to be using that, hopefully if we get it in mid-December like we're supposed to, mid-January. Because of course before we take it out and start using it around the public, we want to run it through a bunch of tests ourselves and make sure we're familiar with the drone.
Awesome. Well, that was pretty interesting. I learned a lot. Coming up after the break, we'll talk about the future of the drone industry.